All right, today we're going to be showing you the replacement of the carrier 48GS board, and this one T is going to be replacing. He's going to be learning how to do it. So typically for beginners, tell him to take out the new board and then he can replace wire for wire, but we're not going to do typical. We're gonna make it hard for him. So go ahead and pull off all the wires, and he's gonna pull off all those, and then I'm gonna have him learn how to put them all back correctly based on the schematic, and also based on knowledge of what they're supposed to do. So once he's got all those back, then we'll show you that. Okay, so he's got the board off, and this is the board on that last video that was arcing. We thought maybe this was cracked, but it's not. So more than likely it was a short to ground in the coil, and the voltage was just jumping to the ground because of the short. But got our resistors that are typically burnt up, mainly because they generate heat. And there's no real heat sink on this board, and so they end up burning through. But so now he's going to be putting on the next board. So grab the board and we're going to go through it, show you what each one of these goes for. Let's have them get that ready. All right, what do you think the first thing that you should put on the board is?
Thermostat.
Well, that's part of it, but this also controls other things. So you're thinking you want to put this on first?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? It's something that you know where it goes. Probably not. It's probably the last thing you want to put because of the length.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You want to have some room to play with.
The longest
So,
wire.
all right. So let's grab this. Just grab a wire.
Okay.
All right. So you got purple.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna trace that one back, and where you're gonna find that it comes from.
Purple.
And we'll wait while he figures that out. Okay, so he followed it back and he found that that's draft inducer. So which one of these here is it going to be? Just looking at their insignias, is it BM? Mm-hmm. Would you think that is blower motor?
Yeah.
All right, now what is CM?
CM is compressor.
No.
Oh.
So this one is, even though this is your blower motor and this is going to be your inducer.
Oh, CM is going to be inducer.
Yes. Okay. So put that on there.
Okay.
All right. Now, do you know what L1s and L2s are?
No idea.
All right. Well, let's pull out your handy dandy schematic here, which is supposed to be on every one of these, and this one's kind of and as you can see, guess what, you touch it and it rubs off. So you're gonna have to, on a lot of these, especially where you can see that, look, it just rubs right off. Gotta love these things. So you're gonna have to kind of use my experience on this. All right, so next we're gonna find the power coming in. All right, that's gonna be our L1.
Contractor, right?
Yep, that's gonna be coming off. That's our L1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then you got L2, which is yellow coming off there. If you notice, we got several L2s.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so your blower motor, this is one side of the 240. This is the other side of the 240. So you can put that one on there. That's the other side of your blower motor. All right, then you're gonna, because this one is using the black coming from the blower. Oh, actually, where's the, somebody has done something a little fishy here with our blower motor, so we're gonna pause this and figure that out. Okay, we got our blower motor wire. Had to figure it out. And what's next? All right, that is the, what did we say that was? Centrifugal switch.
Centrifugal switch.
So you're gonna put that on there. And then you're gonna come over here for your commons and stuff, but your wires are gonna start getting shorter now. So go ahead and put it in its place. Put it up inside these, nope, put all this up in there in its place. Make sure everything lines up. See, you got that one missing.
Yeah, they got these little, you got to come to the right.
Yep. And then slide it over. All right, once that's locked in, you're gonna want to make sure you put that screw back in, because in order to, yeah, don't break that. Make sure that it's got a good ground, because this board has to be properly grounded, otherwise it's not going to work right. So once he's got that in, we'll show you some. Okay, what are you going to put on next?
Put on the thermostat.
Well, it's not just the thermostat, that's other wires too.
Other wires too, but this little...
Your harness.
Harness, yeah.
Okay. Ah, you're off. Make sure you get that on there nice and easy. It should slide right in. You don't want to force it. There you go.
All right.
What's next? Yep, transformer. See where it says
RT?
Yep. And then you're going to connect your commons. There you go. And then connect your sparker, your spark wire. Now that, make sure to see the little center part, show it to the camera. Right there, this little center spark, you're gonna wanna make sure that that gets in there real good and tight, and see there's metal inside of this. And so, in fact, let's go ahead and trim that one, because we're not seeing the metal. Right there, I like to see the actual metal. So we'll cut that. Okay, so you're cutting it, and so you see a little bit of metal that's in the center.
Yeah.
All right, so because that one, let's cut it just a teeny bit more. Make sure that the next cut's straight. There you go, cut through. There you go. Now, that little pin is going to be right there. Line it up at the center, because it's got to make contact with that metal that's inside. Because if it only makes contact with the plastic and doesn't have to make any contact with that metal, it'll cause issues, and it may not even spark at all. So, all right, so now we're going to go through the process of making sure that everything, if you've done it right, everything should work properly. It'll go through its steps and everything will work. So let's go ahead, plug it in. Well, let's make sure that you didn't leave any wires, which I see you did. All right, so first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna check for missing wires. Where do you think that one went? FS. What is that? Flame sensor.
Flame sensor, yeah. Okay.
All right, and so that's where that's the wire for the flame sensor, so that's where it goes. That's its home. Send it home. All right, so now we're gonna plug it in and we're gonna test it out. All right, so you got it plugged in, and as you can see, our LED is doing what?
Got to stand still.
It's steady.
Steady.
Okay, so what does that indicate? back here. We're looking at this again. On all the time is normal operation. Whereas our last one was sending out a bunch of different codes, basically showing that it was bad. So now what are we going to do to start the test?
Connect these wires.
Why? What is that doing?
Calling for heat.
And what's happening when you you're sending voltage from here through here back up into there through this wire here to the board.
To the board.
And the board is saying, okay, I've got 24 volts through this line. It sends it through its little resistors and everything, and it starts the process, and it turns on this let's see, this relay here to turn on the draft inducer. So let's start that. All right, put the wire nut on it because we're going to want to we're going to want to make sure it stays running.
Don't touch it though.
All right, well, there you go. Yeah, keep going. All right, so as you can see, immediately what happened is it came on, energized this. The centrifugal switch said, hey, draft inducer spinning, and it's spinning at the right RPMs. So then the signal was generated from this centrifugal switch, then sent back to the board. Then it traveled from there over to the next relay, which allowed this to start sparking. Then at the same time, it was also waiting a few seconds, about 1 or 2 seconds, and it opened up the gas valve. Then the gas valve opened, and what happened next? A flame sensor. The heat is making contact with flame sensor. Millivolts are being sent back to here, and then it starts the timer process. So then it's counting down. It says, okay, I've got flames. It's counting down on a timer to turn on the blower motor. Blower motor just kicked in. So that is our process. It's gone through its process correctly. And so we have a repaired Carrier 48GS gas pack. As always, guys, like, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.